MonsterSportsPicks.com, MonsterSportsPicks.com. You guys come aboard today. $100 get you all sports until the NFL Super Bowl. Includes NHL, NBA, NCAAF, anything that takes place that I have a top play in before the Super Bowl. Once the Super Bowl's over, the package ends, you can renew. I always have discounts and good prices. This is podcast number 1. I'm going to be breaking down some games today in Major League Baseball. I might give some information in college football for the weekend. I'm not going to be one of these guys that just breaks down the games and then doesn't give the information. I'm going to give you 2 plays today in Major League Baseball. I'm going to give you statistics and information on it. I'm going to give you some information on the college football game this weekend that I'm looking at heavily. And this is brought to you by uwager.eu. Uwager is an excellent website. You're looking for some place that pays. They pay out 3 times per week. Nobody else pays out 3 times per week. Usually it's a weekly basis. They're not a pay-per-head website. Pay-per-head websites come up and go down overnight. They take a big loss. They disappear off the internet. uwager is a corporation. It's a big company. They have plenty of feedback on the internet. You could Google their reviews. Excellent place to play. Use promo code MONSTER when joining. Promo code MONSTER. You use that promo code. You let me know that you went to them. You made a deposit. You're playing through them. I'll give you some of my top plays. I offered 5 top plays. I will give you that information. You just got to let me know that you're working with them and you made a deposit. Today we're looking at a couple of games that look very good. Colorado and Philadelphia. The over tonight is 11. It's a very high over. But when you start looking into it, Arrieta is 2-2 with a 6 ERA. The over is 4-1 since 1997 of Arrieta going against Philadelphia. The last 6 went over by a combined score of 11.33 runs between these 2 teams. And Arrieta's ERA at Coors Field is a 14.54. This shows from the total being very high and trying to scare people off of this total that this number should be a great number for us to take. Major League Baseball season is going to be coming to an end. A lot of these players aren't going to be killing themselves and they're not going to be risking injury. But I do like the over tonight in the Colorado-Philly game, and the stats all point in that direction. Atlanta Braves are playing the New York Mets tonight. Atlanta's minus 114 on the money line. They're 13-5 against the Mets since 1997. Teheran's 9-6 with a 2.22 ERA. He's 2-1 this season. Vargas is 1-2 with a 5.74 since 1997. I'm going back a couple years so I can show you a little bit of information there. The Braves are 13-5 straight up with an average win margin of 3.54 runs. They're 5-1 straight up with Teheran as a starter. The Mets are 1-4 straight up after a win. And as of late, Vargas has been torched this season for 6.14 ERA over 3 starts, while Teheran has been great with a 1.69 ERA. Again, Major League Baseball season is coming to an end. Most of these teams aren't going to be playing for much. But the Braves tonight on a money line of minus 114 is great value. They're playing great baseball. They're not going to stop playing great baseball knowing that they're going into the postseason. The Mets have nothing to lose tonight other than playing for pride. I don't see them doing much. I see the Braves winning this game. Colorado, Philly, I see that going over the total. You're going to see a lot of runs. And we're looking at a game this weekend. I got a gut feeling on a game. I've been looking at some statistics on it. The stats point towards one way, but I'm just looking completely the other way. And usually when I got a gut feeling, that game comes through. I noticed Army is playing Buffalo. Buffalo's playing some great football. And the line is only, it started at 8 and dropped down to 7.5. And I'm looking at that 7.5 as a great line with Buffalo at 4-0. Army hasn't been playing great football, but they've been playing good football. I kind of think Buffalo's going to torch those safeties, and you're going to see a higher scoring game, but you're going to see Buffalo take Army down. Army runs that triple option. They could throw the ball and run the ball, but Buffalo is one of those teams that are putting the points up. They're beating teams, and they're not laying down on teams. Now, looking at the number at 7.5, I would advise buying the hook. I would buy the 7.5 down to 7 or 6.5 if it's possible. I don't like the 7.5 because sometimes you get that backdoor touchdown that burns you. I would rather not get burnt on a backdoor touchdown and push or win by that half a point. Yes, you'll win less money. You put up $100 on something like that, the money line might be like minus 135. So instead of winning 100, you'll win maybe like 70 or 65. But a win is a win. I would rather win money than lose money because of a hook. So I always look at a 7.5 line to buy that hook down to 7. Even if I don't advise guys to do that, you should always look at that number, especially being in the industry and understanding sports betting. If you see a number at 7.5 and you could buy that hook, always buy that hook because a push is better than a loss. If you could buy it down a point, a lot of websites will allow you to buy it down a point. Las Vegas doesn't always let you buy it down a whole point. They'll only let you buy that hook to half a point. When I say hook, I mean that half a point. Because I always had a saying in this business, you live and die by the half a point. You'll see how many times guys will lose or win because of that half a point. The best thing to do is to buy it down if you're at the minus side. If you're at the plus side, 7.5, that half point might be your savior. So tonight we're looking at Atlanta minus 114, Colorado, Philly over 11. Those are two free plays, two good plays to take. And I'm giving you information, I'm breaking the game down, and I'm telling you what side I like. Unlike a lot of people out there, they'll just break the game down. Then they'll come back with another video and say, hey, we won, we brought you money. You didn't tell anybody what side to take. I'm telling you the side to take. So you're going to know whether or not I won or I lost based on the information I fed you. NHL's coming around. NHL is great to wager on. Totals in NHL. You can catch good dogs in NHL. Come aboard now. $100 to get you all sports until the NFL Super Bowl. If you want the NHL season package, I could probably work something with you $100 until a Stanley Cup. I have to really look at that, though, because you're going to be getting college basketball, and college basketball is a prime rate paying package. I guess I could do the $100 until the Stanley Cup. That's a lot of work, so I hope I get a lot of customers, because you know, the only way I reward on this is if I get a lot of people to come in. I have thousands of customers right now, and I'm thankful for that. You guys are a strong following. The Monster's in business because you guys follow, because you guys like the plays I'm putting out. But, you know, it's a lot of work doing this, and if I don't get the people coming in, it's not worth my time to be putting out all that information. So hopefully some guys come in on this one, and we can go ahead and do that till a Stanley Cup. And you'll continue to get football and everything else. Some new guys had just come in for $100. The ones that came in this month, I'll extend you to the Stanley Cup. That's the type of guy I am. That's the type of business I do. I'm not like these other guys that come back to you after I win 2 games and say, hey, you know, can you give me half of this or another $100? I don't do that. I don't text people. I don't email people. I don't call people. I don't do any of that. If you contact me and initiate contact, I talk to you. The only reason you'll be contacting me is because you see the winning plays I'm putting out there. So when people call me a tout, I don't really look at it as a tout because I'm not harassing you. I'm not messaging you. I'm not sending you a message through Facebook. You message me, and then I respond. You register your email address at my website, monstersportspicks.com or LasVegasMoneyMachine.com. Then you'll receive an email. But at the bottom of that email, you could unsubscribe at any time, and you'll stop receiving those emails. The only way you get a text message, a phone call, or any other type of thing from me is if you're my customer. Then you're getting your plays sent to you like that. Other than that, I do not contact you unless you want plays from me, you'll have to contact me because I'm not a tout. I'm a winner. And I want you to win. I want you to make the money that I'm making. I want you to have a second income in the sports betting industry. I want you guys to take these games that I give you and make a profit and continue making a profit. And rolling down the line, 365 days a year, we can make money in this business. We're constantly making money. Guys that know what they're doing are making money. I want you to make money. I want you to see that I'm making you money. And I want you to stay as a customer. I always give my customers great deals. The longer you're with me as a customer, the more money I make, the more money you make, and we're both happy. So we're looking at those games. If you guys have any questions about any games, you can feel free to message me. I always respond to people. Anybody out there that sends me a question, whether they're a customer or not, I always go back and help them. I have a couple of guys, I helped them make some money, and they never bought a package. But I showed them what I can do, and they respect my opinion. They respect my opinion because I showed them that I can win. And I have a deal for this weekend. If you just want the weekend, I'd give you $30 for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. $30, you get all plays Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can get those plays from LasVegasMoneyMachine.com. Just go over there and register. You could pay $30 by clicking the donate button. Pay $30, and I'll set up where you could go ahead and log in and see what plays are going for the weekend for $30. And then after you make some money this weekend, you could always upgrade and go ahead and go through to the NHL Stanley Cup if you choose. I currently run MonsterSportsPicks.com, FreeSportsPicksMonitor.com, where we have some of the best handicappers in the market giving free plays. I update it daily. In fact, I just updated a couple of minutes ago. The free plays are already out. Naughty Roddy's on there. Jack Jones, Jimmy Boyd, some of the bigger names in the industry. I also run LasVegasMoneyMachine.com. $10 a day. You can buy plays for $10. That's a cheaper thing. I don't always put all my plays on there because I can't put soccer picks. I can't put teasers. I can't put parlays. So those things are usually messaged to my customers. The ones that log into Las Vegas Money Machine will see units, and they'll get maybe 3 plays a day. And it's either going to be NHL, NBA, NFL, NCAAF. Only what I can put on that site. That site is limited as to what I can put on there. Trying to give you guys all the information I have. This is podcast 1. I'll be coming to you once a week, giving you information. And we're going to review that information one more time. Philly, Colorado, over 11. Atlanta, minus 114. We're loving Buffalo in college football against Army. Buffalo's giving 7.5. We're going to buy the hook down to 7. If it's on the website, we're going to buy it down to 6.5. That line should move before game time, so get it in and win. It doesn't matter if you only win $10 on the game or $100 or $1 million. It's about building. You build a solid foundation, and then you start building from there. It's just like construction. When you're building a house or whatever you're building, you want to lay a strong foundation first. I'm not coming to you showing you all types of money, saying I'm a millionaire, I did this, I did that. It doesn't matter what I did. What it matters is what I do for you from this point forward. A lot of guys are out there flashing money and flashing tickets and flashing this. Flash it up your ass. It's only a matter of what you do for somebody. I'm trying to do for you right now. And as you win and you see what I'm doing for you, you could come to respect what I'm doing and how we're building. uwager.eu. One more time. This is coming to you from uwager.eu. It's a great website to put your sports betting information on and to build a strong bankroll. You could get up to 3 payouts per week. If you take the bonuses, there is rollover requirements, so pay attention to those rollover requirements so you know what they are. Even if you have to leave your money in there a little bit longer, as long as you're building on that money, it shouldn't make a difference. And it's not much longer. I think it's a 6-time rollover or something like that for the free play. I don't usually take the free play because I don't mess around with the rollovers. And if I do, it doesn't matter how long my money's in there because I'm just going to keep building on it. And I have several other accounts that I could just, at any time, make my withdrawals. And that's what you guys should do. You should look into putting maybe 100 in each account, have several different sports books, build that 100 up, and then pull out little by little, but always leave something in there to continue to build. If you go to uwager.eu, use promo code MONSTER. That shows you I'm in direct contact with uwager.eu. They gave me my own promo code MONSTER for my guys that go over there and join. And that's so that I can know who went over there, how many went over there, so that I could give those guys the 5 plays that I promised. Those guys can direct message me, email me, contact me through my website. There's a form there you can fill out and put in there. I get the 5 free picks. I deposited with UWager, and I'm working with them. I'll give you those 5 plays, and we'll work from there. And those 5 plays are going to be some solid plays, solid information that I know is going to win, and I'll kick those out. And there's 5 of those that will be coming out. Again, this is podcast number 1. We're going to go ahead and do this maybe once a week where I give a couple of games. I'll break them down. We're going to be going into the Major League Baseball postseason, I believe starting this weekend or Monday. So baseball season is just about coming to an end. My guys who bought a package for Major League Baseball season get all their plays until the World Series. If you are one of those customers and you're watching this video, you can message me about extending to the NHL Stanley Cup, which will give you a lot of time with me, and you'll get all the college basketball and March Madness information and all that. It's only $100. It's the cheapest on the market. There's nobody else out there giving that kind of information for that kind of money. So, guys, let's become thousandaires, baby. Let's get all this money together. Let's build it. Let's set a foundation. Let's make a second income off of sports. The sports information that I give you will make you money. And we got 2 games tonight. Remember, Atlanta minus 114, Colorado, Philly over 11, and Buffalo minus 7.5 by the hook. By the hook. Whenever it's 7.5, always by the hook. I'm trying to think if there's any other information I could put out there to help you guys make some decent money in this. I want to put a parlay out there. Remember parlays? When you do parlays, you don't want to put a full unit or heavy money on parlays. You always want to put less than what your straight wagers are. A best way to protect your parlay also, let's say you do a 16 parlay that you really like. You take your best team and you put the same amount of money on your best team that you put on that parlay. It's called protecting the wager. So if you put $50 on a parlay and your best team tonight is, let's say, the Atlanta Braves minus 114, you put $50 on the Atlanta Braves, $50 on that parlay. You're padding your bet. You're banking on your best team to win. And even if your parlay loses, you break even. If your parlay catches, you're not only getting a straight win, you're getting a big payday off the parlay. You always want to protect your wagers. You want to do it in a smart way. If you like 2 teams and you want to take 2 teams straight, there's nothing wrong with doing an if bet. An if bet is where your profits carry over. So let's say you like the Atlanta Braves tonight, minus 114. You put $100 on the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves win on an if bet, it'll carry over to your next play, which would be the Colorado Philly over 11. You'll be looking at a solid win where you'll win $200, but your initial risk is only that $100. You're risking that same $100 on 2 different games with an if bet. Vegas, I don't believe, has if bets. You got to check around in the casinos. This is mostly for the websites. They might have it on their apps. Maybe the William Hill app has the if bet. That's a good way to wager, utilizing the same money rather than risking $200 on 2 different games. You're risking $100 that's carrying over to the next game. All right, guys. uwager.eu, promo code MONSTER. Atlanta, Colorado, Philly over, and Buffalo minus 7.5 by the hook. That's 3 games I gave. We're going to make some money. Come aboard at monstersportspicks.com. $100 get you all plays until the Stanley Cup. Thousandaires, baby.